I still hear the click of the zipper when I close my eyes. That exact moment, my daughter's epilepsy kit vanished from my hands. At an airport gate, with boarding already called, a stranger decided she knew better than doctors. And that smile, calm, thin, controlled, that's what haunts me. In it, everything went wrong. We were flying out early. The terminal smelled of burnt coffee, travel stress, and too early mornings. Lily, my daughter, sat quietly beside me, hoodie up, fingers drumming that anxious rhythm she always uses. Her epilepsy kit never leaves my side. Meds, rescue spray, instructions, bracelets, neurologist letters. This isn't luggage. It's life. The gate was packed. Families, business travelers, kids sprawled on the floor. And then I saw her. Perfect posture, scarf flawless. Clipped back hair, eyes scanning like she already decided who didn't belong. She noticed Lily's shift and fixed her gaze on us. I guided my daughter to sit and tried to ignore her. Boarding announcements echoed. Lily whispered she felt floaty. That word yanked me upright immediately. I checked the kit in my bag. Still there. Good. I crouched to her level, calm voice, steady hands. We'd rehearsed this before. That's when the woman stepped closer. Too close. You can't bring that on, she said, pointing at the bag as if it had committed a crime. What? This medical kit? Security risk. I said, keeping my voice even. It's for my daughter, medically necessary. She smiled that tight, practiced smile. Rules are rules, she said. Everyone has a story. Before I could react, she flagged down a gate agent, speaking fast and I could interrupt. Words like unapproved, suspicious. Liquids flew over me. Then the unthinkable happened. While the attendant hesitated, she lifted the bag from my shoulder like it belonged to her. My heart dropped. That is medical equipment. I shouted, "Give it back." People turned. Lily's breathing quickened, shallow. The floaty feeling escalated. The woman clutched the kit to her chest. Disruptive, she said loudly. Exactly what I was talking about. I saw the flicker of concern in the gate agent's eyes. Training kicked in. Another staff member arrived. Then another. Questions flew. Lily sank into a chair, pale, unfocused. I knelt, empty-handed, trying to ground her without the tools I needed. It wasn't just that a stranger had taken the kit. It was how effortlessly she did it. How sure she was that authority lived in her voice. And as I watched my daughter struggle while this woman argued policy over compassion, I realized this wasn't about rules. It was about control. The terminal shifted from annoyed to alarmed. Lily's fingers stopped tapping, curling inward, eyes glazing just enough to trigger every warning I knew. I called her name softly, then louder. Karen. That's what I called her in my head. Tightened her grip on the bag like it was sacred. I'm protecting everyone, she announced, loud enough to recruit allies. If that's really medical, they'll confirm it. Confirm it? As if Lily's neurologist hadn't done that a dozen times. As if the letters inside that bag weren't written for moments exactly like this. A security officer arrived, then another. Radios crackled. Boarding froze completely. Karen launched into a rehearsed speech. Suspicious items, safety concerns, she'd seen this before. Every sentence ended with that self-satisfied emphasis on before, like it granted her authority. I couldn't stay quiet anymore. My daughter needed that kit. Now, Lily was showing symptoms. I interrupted Karen mid-sentence. I didn't care who was watching. Karen rolled her eyes. Actually rolled them. She looks fine, she said dismissively. Kids fake panic all the time. That's when the room turned. Murmurs, gasps, phones pulled out. The gate agent finally snapped out her freeze and demanded the bag back. Karen refused. Flat out. Said she'd only hand it to real security. Security stepped closer. Names, IDs, the whole routine. She complied dramatically, sighing like she had personally invented the chaos she created. Meanwhile, Lily slumped sideways. I caught her just in time. My voice cracked as I called for medical help. Everything accelerated. An airport medic rushed in. Security retrieved the bag without argument and handed it straight to me. Hands shaking, I administered the rescue spray. murmuring encouragement to Lily. The medic nodded slowly, watchful, almost torturously slow. Lily's breathing steadied. Karen wasn't done. "This is ridiculous," she snapped. "I'm trying to help. You people overreact." One officer asked her to step aside. She refused. She had a flight, she said. She was being harassed. She'd sue. Her voice rose with every sentence, drawing attention, witnesses multiplying. Then they dropped the bomb. She wasn't boarding. She laughed. Until they explained she was being detained for interfering with medical care, theft of medical equipment, and causing a security disturbance. For hours mandatory hold, investigation in progress. The laugh died instantly as they escorted her, still arguing, still insisting she was right. Adrenaline crashed through me. Lily was stable now, exhausted but safe, her head resting on my shoulder. Gate agents quietly upgraded our boarding priority and apologized repeatedly. I couldn't stop thinking about Karen's face when she realized control had slipped. Whatever she was hiding, it was big enough to risk a child's life. I found out the reason by accident. On the plane, after medical priority boarding, Lily tucked under a blanket. Drained but alert, I kept calm, but my hands shook. A security supervisor came quietly. Later, he explained Karen had a history. Not criminal, but documented. Multiple airports, multiple complaints, same pattern. Medical bags, service animals, invisible conditions. She targeted them, forced confrontations. Why? 3 years earlier, she'd missed a flight due to a medical emergency delay. Her mother had been on that flight. 2 weeks later, her mother died. That grief twisted into obsession. Medical needs became inconveniences to enforce rules against. Control became safety in her mind. During her hold, she admitted she assumed Lily's condition was exaggerated. The kit probably unnecessary. Those were her words, calm, certain like facts. The supervisor looked at Lily, then at me. He said she didn't recognize the severity until she saw my daughter on the ground. Karen missed her flight. She was banned from filing gate-level complaints unsupervised. A note went on her travel profile. Consequences she couldn't argue with. On the way home, Lily asked quietly, "Did I do something wrong?" My heart broke. I pulled over, turned to her, and said no, over and over until she believed me. Some adults confuse control with being right. I told her, "Your body is never an inconvenience. Needing help is never wrong." Weeks later, a letter arrived. No return address. A few lines. "I was wrong. I let my loss turn into anger. I'm sorry I scared your daughter." No excuses. No justification. I don't know if Karen changed. I don't know if she ever understood how close she came to causing something irreversible. But I do know this. The kit never leaves my sight. And Lily knows deep down, her life is not up for debate.